Right, so what we're going to do,
Yeah.
so now I'll just leave that there because I want to put a replacement frame in there.
Okay. William, is that, you told me, not Italian bees, is it?
This one is a cross between Italian and Nigerian. You heard of Nigerian?
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, Nigerian bees. Nigerian bees, they tolerate the cold a bit more than the Italian bees.
Okay.
But
They are mild, not very gentle, not very feisty, as I see.
no, normally this hive is very gentle, but like I said, we didn't really follow our practices, so
Okay,
we've been a little bit rough with them and they don't like it. So
I see.
we need the smoker.
Yeah, let me get the smoker there. Okay, I'll just put this phone and then come work. Now. Okay. All right. The new section, William, talks about seasons and flows here in Western Australia. You got, like, now is the springtime, isn't it? September 1st, we start springtime.
Yes,
Okay.
well you can see everywhere we go, everything is flowering. This is another native, this one here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I see, all right.
And so what happens is depending on the season,
Okay.
because all the Australian plants, but especially West Australian plants, it is how much rain we have and then how much the temperature.
Okay.
And so if we get the right amount of rain and the right amount of temperature,
Okay.
it activates the trees to then flower.
Okay.
So the seasons generally are from the start of or end of winter through to the end of autumn.
Oh, you say end of winter, that would, I would say maybe this is the seasons, end of winter. So end of winter, that's August.
Yeah, so basically from about August till about
February, no? Autumn, you told me autumn.
no, so here winter time is June, so
Okay.
a month before that, usually that's the peak time because there's always something flowering,
Okay.
but main productive time is between those months.
Okay, beautiful.
It's partly to do with the temperature and the flowers that are available.
Okay. And
There's another type of jarrah tree.
this as well.
So there's
Okay.
many different types, but I'll show you when we get to my place.
Okay. Okay, I see.
You'll
I
see there's a number of native trees, but I also have almond trees in my backyard.
Almond tree.
Almond trees,
Okay.
yeah. And so they've just finished flowering, the bees have pollinated them there, but I don't get any because the cockatoos come and eat them all. They don't leave me any.
Alright.
I have 4 almond trees and they don't get any almonds
I
because the
see.
parrots eat them all.
Beautiful. Okay, for the flowers, like, what's the main? I told you in Lebanon they got that oak honey or wildflowers honey, mostly rely on as main flows.
Well-
in Yemen, have you heard of Yemen with that cedar honey?
Yeah.
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 They say like it has lots of medicinal properties.
Oh, there are many plants the world over. See,
Yeah.
there's another one. See that there?
Java.
Tea tree.
Okay.
Tea tree.
Okay, I see.
Okay, tea
That's-
tree, that's leptospermum, and that's what gives panuka. You can see they use it here
Okay.
a lot. They white
Alright,
flowers there.
okay.
And then you have the red flower from a different gum tree. More,
I see. I see.
These are salmon gums. So all the eucalyptus trees, and there are many types. You can see these are called ghost gums or salmon gums.
I see.
And then you have jarrah, red jarrah, white jarrah.
I see. For the flows, like you as a beekeeper, been 30 years now. What's the main flow? What may beekeepers being after? Like they say, Java honey is expensive. They say maybe Manuka honey is expensive. I say here in Western Australia we have better Manuka than the Kiwis, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Because of our unique plants,
Okay, great.
it produces higher medicinal honey.
Okay.
But then some people they want the honey for the taste, not always for the medicinal properties.
Okay.
Because when you consume honey, when you
Okay.
eat it,
Okay.
right? The therapeutic benefit is only good if you want to treat wounds. Okay?
Okay.
Because it stops infections.
Okay.
But when you eat it, the main thing you want is the active enzymes that the bees use to make the honey.
Okay.
Because that feeds our gut biome and that's what gives us the beneficial benefits of eating honey.
I see.
So the less heat treatment to your honey, then the better the honey is for you when you consume it.
I
So
understand.
the TA factor doesn't matter when you eat it. It only matters if you want to treat wounds.
I do understand.
Oops, sorry.
And William, what's the best flow? What's the best kind of flow that you may be looking after as beekeepers in Western Australia?
Well, as I said to you before, if you are getting the honey for the therapeutic benefit, then you want all of the natural West Australian plants like tea tree, jarrah, curry, the bottlebrush, all of that family of plants. I have some at my place. I will show you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because all of those unique West Australian plants, they produce the high therapeutic benefit of the honey. But if you want it just for eating, for the taste, then you will look for plants that produce the type of flavors that you like. Because some are dark, some are light, and so it just depends. There are people that get honey from the citrus, because citrus is very light coloured honey. Tastes absolutely amazing.
Okay.
But you're getting the honey for the taste, not so much for the therapeutic benefit.
I do understand.
So for myself, because I just operate in suburbia, there's a pot of us there. I let the bees forage whatever they find. But because we have naturally, you see everywhere gum trees and bottlebrush and wattle and all the native plants, it means I know my honey has a very good therapeutic benefit. But I'm not worried because I'm not treating wounds. So the therapeutic benefit is not my concern. It's more the flavour and the taste. And the way I produce the honey, I don't do any heat treatment. I cold filter, and so you get it the way the bees eat it. So it has all the active enzymes in it, which gives us the health.
There's no specific flow that you are after, just like...
Not myself personally, but there are beekeepers that will go to where certain plants are flowering to get that. And I was telling you, curry trees are very unique to the southern part of Western Australia. There's very expensive honey because they only produce flowers very rarely. So when they flower, the beekeepers rush the bees there to collect the honey from the curry trees.
I do understand. All right. Is there, like here at the supermarkets and somewhere else, like fake honey in Western Australia?
What sort of honey?
Fake honey.
Well, there's a problem with the commercial operators, and the reason why there's a problem, because they are all out to make money. And because of that, they buy in cheap honey from China. Okay? And they mix it with our West Australian honey and still call it West Australian honey. But the problem with Chinese honey is adulterated, which means that they mix it with rice syrup and corn syrup when they feed the bees. And so you are eating syrup, you're not eating honey. And it's called adulteration. And so they've done tests and found that unfortunately, they mix this cheap, I call it rubbish honey or crap honey, because it is mixed with sugar syrups of either rice syrup, corn syrup, or something, but they feed the bees. But it means that what you're eating isn't just honey. Myself personally, I don't feed sugar syrup or any syrups of any kind to my bees. If and when I have to feed bees, I only feed them honey.
Okay, you just feed them honey, no syrup.
No syrup.
Do they feed bees here? Do you have like...
Some people do feed their bees sugar syrup because they watch too many American videos on YouTube and the Americans drown their bees in sugar syrup.
Exactly, put those large buckets.
Fortunately, because of our mild Mediterranean climate, as I was telling you, there's always flowers. Even in winter time, there's the flowers. So unless there's something particularly wrong with your bees that you need to be feeding them, feed if I am starting a new hive that is a little bit weak, just to help boost them along. But generally you don't have to feed bees here.
Overall no feeding is necessary.
Even over winter, because they can forage even through winter.
That's beautiful.